everyone, and welcome back to Chai or Coffee with Us. Remember, we are a weekly program and we are on every Sunday morning at 8 o'clock, so don't forget to join us. Do watch the program all the way through because remember, we do have prizes for you at the end. And of course, we're going to have like some questions for you that you can answer at the end and win some like really good prizes. Now, when we think of Punjabi cinema, we often think of lovers professing their love behind trees or just some brown people breaking out in a dance. But over the years, Punjabi cinema has actually gained a lot of recognition internationally, filling theaters, halls with many excellent movies, whether it's historical, biographical, comedy, thrillers. And out of those people and out of that industry, we have an amazing actress with us today who's joining our panel. She has had hit movies. She is a dancer, beautiful as you can see. Please welcome Tania to our panel.
Thank you. Hi, Sashika to everyone.
Welcome. So what brings you to Toronto now?
I mean, this is my home city. I live in here, but yes, it was my first choice to work in movies, and I loved performing back home in my own homeland, Punjab. That's why I go all the way back to Punjab and do Punjabi movies.
Well, because you find a lot of people are coming here for work, but you're actually going there for work, right?
Yeah.
And the girls here are actually really excited to have you here. A lot of them are actually really big fans of yours too. And they actually have questions for you, so I hope you're ready. Because they're going to start firing at you.
Okay, yeah.
Who wants to go first?
I will go first.
Okay.
But I just want to know what I'll be getting as my prize.
Okay.
That's a quiz. You have to win the quiz.
I'm ready. I'm very competitive, trust me. That's good.
Just want to know, I watched your movie, Gudiyan Patole.
Ji.
So it was very nice, the acting you have done. I couldn't even, now I'm seeing you personally.
Yeah.
You look so tiny and baby doll. But in the movie, I couldn't even figure out that that's how you would look like in real life.
Yeah.
So I just want to know, going in front of the camera all the time, and then how you protect your skin, because I'm a makeup artist, so I just want to know how you protect your skin, how you manage to do that.
It's not like just going in front of camera, it's like taking care of your skin daily basis, because whenever you're a shoot, it's very tiring all the way. You have to wake up 4 a.m. and you get to sleep by 2 a.m. at night, so you just get sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours or 4 hours sleep. So skin is all dead, I must say.
And the heat there too, right?
It is hurt, and all the way different lights and then cameras, and you have to look perfect, and you have to be smiling.
I know.
And you don't need to show
that
your
can't be that hard for you, right? You look pretty perfect.
It is hard, but yes, I do follow some of my skincare routines. I wash my face every night. I remove my makeup, no matter I am, even if it is like my last breath, I still clean up my makeup
and then go to bed.
Yeah, properly moisturize my face, drink at least half bottle water, and then go to bed.
And even outside, because you have to be in the sun most of the time,
Most of the
for
time.
the outdoor
So
shootings.
sunscreen is something that I can eat.
That's must, right? Keep it in your purse all the time.
If UV protection comes from inside, or if anybody knows something that I can eat and I get UV protection, I can do that.
Next time we won't have food for you on the set.
UV
We'll just get you sunscreen.
I don't have any other option. It's like sunscreen all the way throughout your body, and that point you get to know how big your body is and applying
how much sunscreen you use.
I mean, sunscreen is way more important thing, I would say.
But water is obviously good to keep your skin and yourself hydrated, right? Good, thank you.
Well, you're obviously beautiful on the outside, right? But we're also here to talk about your talent and what you've done and how you got into it, what made you get into it, and what your journey has been like for the last years that you've been in the industry. So where do you want to start off? You want to start off with how you got into acting first?
Acting was my first choice. It's my first love. I'm a sort of kid who used to eat jam or used to drink milk. So I used to do advertisement of the milk on the dining table. It's like I would promote some brand, but it's like I was that kid since childhood. So it was like my mother used to say, "You're a crazy girl," and I was like, "Yes, I am. What can I do about it?" While bathing, I used to do, "Oh my God, yes."
Oh wow!
So that thing that's in me. So that thing used to provide me a rush in me that yes, I need to do this thing, and whatsoever provide you happiness, I think none of you should stop yourself. Just go for the thing that provide you happiness. And
Agree.
that was the thing I noticed, that yes, I either want to be a dancer, either want to be model, either want to be a girl with elegance and nakhra, or I can do acting for sure.
Elegance and nakhra.
It was like, I was performing all those advertisements. Trust me, whosoever's gonna give me any commercial, I'll just kill it.
So was there one commercial that did it for you? Like, was there somebody that you actually saw on TV and said, "Oh, you know what? I really like her." I would have thought like Vico Virgin Denti or something like that.
No. For me, it was Lux, because all the beauty things were under Lux. So Lux used to pick up all the beautiful women and then sign them off. So it was that. So that was
There was another one that you had. You had the washing powder Nirma one that you had like a thing for. I don't know. I think that's one of your ones too.
No, I also resemble that Amul girl. Yeah, because I'm foodie too, and I look like that too. So.
And what about your parents? Like, I know that even I'm also, I know you're a theater artist as well, and I am too, and I know like how Indian parents were for me at one point getting into this kind of industry. But what about yours? Like, were yours very like I don't know, supportive of you, or is it they wanted you to go to med school because like mine did, or is that something that wasn't a problem for you?
Well, yes. This when it comes to this portion, I'm blessed enough. My parents are educated. My whole family is educated, so I never had to mess up that much. But yes, for sure, my dad is doctor, and my mother.
Oh, I just took a guess.
So my mother wanted me to be a doctor too, and I did my +2 grade 12 in medicals, and then I appeared for my PMT exams there back home in India, and I cleared that too, and mine was a very good rank. I was getting a government seat in MBBS. So I was like, listen, I can't be a doctor if someone comes and say I'm having stomach ache and my stomach start paining too. I was like, how should I be a doctor? That's bad. I was like, no, this is not my professional choice. I can't be one. Let me do whatever I want. They were like, what do you want then? And I never knew what I wanted at that time. So I was like, I will take admission in any of the course, whatever it is, but I don't want to be a doctor because I know it's gonna screw up my talent. I won't be able to give time on myself. I have to study all the way. You have told me to do grade 12 in medical, and I've done that for you guys, but no more.
But were you enrolled in your Kathak at the time? Because you're obviously a Kathak dancer too.
Yeah, so I started Kathak dance when I was in 6th class. Before that, I used to do dance performances. In school level or at personal level, but I started Kathak when I was in 6th standard, and I worked so hard on it. That thing was something which was giving me rush and happiness. And when I used to sit for my medical studies, like, what hell is this? So boring. And then my mom was like, is there something that boosts you up? Just get a picture of that in front of you and then study. That will give you a boost. And I had a classical dancer picture there in my study table, and then I used to see her. Once I'll complete this, I'll for sure be a dancer.
That's motivation.
But how do you get in the movies then?
Movies, well, when I went to college after this thing, and I had all the word, my mother didn't have food for 2-3 days, which is like, no, why you're not going to be a doctor? It's a good opportunity for you. That's 2 years getting graduation. Yeah. I was like, okay, I'll manage something because mama, she's very close to me. And then I went to college, and I went to college basically just to join dance. And I went there was already a girl enrolled in it, and they were like, we are all full. We don't have any more space here for the dance admission. And you may try some other activity. I was like, what do you mean by some other activity? This is my choice, yeah. And then one of the theater teacher, Mrs. Suprabha Arya, she selected me. She called me like, come here. And I went there. She was like, would you do acting, and would you like to do theaters? I was like, okay, let's give a chance. I was way too young at that time. I was like, okay, give a chance. She was like, okay, then you have to come to theaters auditorium, and we are gonna start the practice. I had that audition, and there were like 3,000-4,000 girls for that specific play, because there was a girls' college and there were so many girls, and out of that I got finalized. When I get to know that I have to practice since morning 7 a.m. till night 1 a.m.
Oh wow.
I was like, no, I'm not gonna
I go to med school.
I said it's the same thing. I have to, 7 a.m. to 1 a.m. It's very much. Wow. When I will study, that's too. I have taken interior designing and architecture, Bachelor of Designing. So I was like, no, I have too much stuff to study too. They were like, but you have to do that. And I was into sort of challenge and that sportsman in me, like, no, if it is a challenge, then I'm going to do. then I started performing theaters.
Okay.
And I did that for 4 years, and I won 6-time Best Actress by Guru Nanak Dev University.
Very nice.
So yeah,
That's
every time, whenever I have performed 6 times, and I've got 6 times in those 4 years.
Good for
So
you.
they were like, people were like, I am blessed to have that moment whenever I remember that I get cherished.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah, but if somebody is going against you, if it was somebody like me, you won it 5 times. The 6th time, I would say, you know what, I'm not even gonna bother, man.
No,
Let her take it.
yeah, there was a thing, and after when I was in second year, because first year I won 2 Best Actress, 2 awards for Best Actress, and second year when I went there, and they were like, okay, she's here, she's gonna get it. No fun of competing. Yeah, that motivated me actually more. So that way, I was like into dance and then into acting as well.
That's awesome. I agree, as you said, that you should do what gives you happiness,
Yeah.
right? But on the other side, I know you said you have busy schedule, like you sometimes even sleep for a couple of hours, right? But everyone's life goes up and downs, and especially like people like you, celebrities, their life is too busy and they go up and down quite a lot. So what motivates you?
The motivation thing is like passion of getting, it's like hunger of getting one more project, getting one more hit. It's like giving 10th grade board examination and then waiting for the result. It's the same feeling, just working on a movie, working so hard, and then handing it over to public and now waiting what reviews they will give, how they will like it. It's just the rush that I don't say it's my profession, but that's why maybe I know it, but people working in IT company, they might having the same rush after making one website. For sure. So it's like whatsoever is a work of your choice. I don't wake up early morning, and nobody can wake me up early morning, that's for sure. But whenever there's a shoot, I do wake up by 4, I do wake up by 3 a.m. too.
Dedication.
So, yeah, it's like the work of choice give you
Because you
motivation.
like it, right?
Yeah, because I
Passion.
like it. It doesn't make me feel like it's so exhausting or so tiring because it's my choice, so it motivates itself.
Like you want to wake up every morning and want to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are, a lot of people don't get the choice of picking their like lifestyle like you did. You're blessed to have that, right? Like you have a family that was supportive, and just to have that choice alone, I think that's inspiring alone. I think that's so good, and that's so inspiring.
But one
to
thing
hear
I
that.
must say, unless until you are not dedicated, you are not motivated in yourself, self-dedication, self-motivation.
Yes.
None of your parents, none of your family member, none of your sibling, no one can do that. It's just you by yourself.
That's what they say. Like, you have to do the things which your heart goes for.
Well, at the same time, they say that if you can make a career out of what you love, then you never mind working. Because then it never feels like
and for
work.
sure you'll make more money.
Make more money. It's became your own brand. Which is even better. Which is
So
like,
And I just want to ask you one thing more. Sorry. You said that you were 6th time in university, you were the best actress, and you have given that challenge. So have you ever been faced the situation that you are challenged and you are a little bit scared from inside that, okay, you know what? Now this time, like I'm just a little bit iffy if it's gonna go like, any unknown person you think.
Always.
Did you have?
Always. It's like every time I used to practice, every time I feel like, oh my gosh, she's performing better than me. Even in my own team, I was like, she's performing better than me. I have to perform better. But it's like, I was also having a control on myself that I don't have to perform over. I need to be very, very natural. But yes, another person who's watching me should feel it like it's worth it. That character has performed what the character is supposed to be. So every time there was for sure to everyone, and especially to the young people, they're not that mature at that time. It's like, yes, it matters, performance matters, participation matters, not winning always, but that time at that age scenario, winning matters, right?
Yeah. Well,
so to me it was the same thing that yes, I have to win it, but then slowly I kept on growing, and then I realized one day, no, my performance matters. People should remind that character that I have played even after going back home, instead of just reminding, oh, that character got the prize, but no, another character have played well. So it should not be the case in me. I've then realized, no, my performance should be solid.
Who did you envy because you looked, of course, acting versus dancing, they're two, they're artwork, but they're a whole other work. Who did you envy when you were kind of like acting and going up doing those performances? Who did you look up to and see that's it, that's the goal at the end of the day, this is where I want to see myself?
Well, I have seen Birju Maharaj a lot. Whosoever know about classical thing.
This is
so he's something that I respect a lot, and though I cannot be at that level whatsoever because he have achieved some different level and different moves, but yes, I admire him a lot. And when it comes to acting, it's not any specific person. I feel like anybody can act well, and whosoever is giving some expressions even in a short span of time is like looking and then just eyebrow raise. It makes sense, yeah. There
We got
should
that
be
on
something
camera.
entertaining. So yes, no one so far in acting because I look at everybody.
So out of all the projects that you have done, which project would you say was actually like something that settled with you, where you felt like, oh, you know what, I actually didn't even have to study that role that much. That was just natural.
Genuine, yeah.
Yeah, so far all the roles that I have performed were so different from each other. There wasn't like everything is same. But yes, the last movie that I did was Rub the Radio 2. And it was a girl who's brought up in village with a joint family. But that thing, I was like, some points to that girl rely with me also, but it was so different as well because I've never been to villages. My brought up is not of a village girl. And the accent that we used to know, the clothes, the greeb clothes, you know, the poor thing that we have to wear. So it wasn't that way to me, but I managed because the nature, the calmness, I think matched me, but nothing else. So I had to work more on my body language and that character too, but emotionally inside I felt like she's same as me, she's good.
So when you have to prepare for a role, let's just say when there's a character that does not coincide with you, who is totally out of your league, what makes you prepare for that role, or what do you do to prepare for that role?
It's like your self-respect. You have to do it. Do or die. That's everything.
Do or die, right? Do or
So
die.
it's very simple. If you perform good, people will see you. If you not perform good, nobody's interested in spending your time. And you shouldn't give anybody chance to say like, oh my God, I don't want to waste that 2 hours. So you have to do that. And if sometimes, usually that don't happen to me. It never happened to me. Like I never felt like I'm not performing that thing. But the next project that I'm prepared for is way too different and difficult, and it's something another level, and I have to change my appearance and everything for that.
So when should we expect this mystery project to be like coming out?
That's still a mystery.
So Tania, during the course of action, do you ever feel like low?
Yeah, sometimes.
What do
Because
you do then?
It's like not only you on the set. It's like so many other people, so many other wives, and some people are at that time exaggerated working, like it's so heavy or hot or something, and they are using their own energies telling you, and you're feeling like, oh my God, they are so tired, or they are getting angry or something. So that thing make your mood swing too. But in case of low from within me, I do feel low when some other person don't focus on work, my co-actor, but focus on being self-actor or self-actor.
Because energy, right?
Yes,
You need that
those-
energy for an
I just
actor.
want to be that much comfortable with everyone. It's like we are acting. This point, you are Prime Minister of Canada or something. I don't care. We are acting, so we have to pretend like you are this and I'm this.
Yeah.
So that thing make me feel low sometimes. But now I made myself like, if I'll perform good, another person will also come in form and start performing good. So it's not like anything I cannot change in world that I have set up in my mind, except things whatever and whatsoever they are. That's the first thing if you want to manage your mental peace. And secondly, if you want to change something, change yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the other thing, like I just want to ask, because you have passion for dancing, which I heard, right? So you love dancing and you want to be at a certain point to satisfy your own vision or dream. So where you want to see yourself in 10 years, like in acting or in dancing?
I would love to see myself working for those who need me. That's very nice. And 10 years is a very long time span. I have actually planned it for next 3 years.
Let me last week. It's not. when you get older, it's not. It just feels like it. Just like in the old movies, Hindi movies, they used to say, you know, be Saal Baad. And when you were a kid, it used to feel like, oh my God, like 20 years later. Now 20 years have gone by, and I think, oh my God, that wasn't that far ago.
No, but I have
like a
planned
dream.
that to be in 3 years, like doing my stuff perfectly. But yes, I would focus more on acting. Yeah, because dance is something that's within me. I need to focus more on the thing that I can learn more. So I'll go for acting. I'll focus more in there. And plus, there's more scope of acting, the more I'll work into movies and stuff, the more I'll be able to do my charity stuff. So
Well, obviously the Punjabi industry is now, expanding, and there's a lot of directors that are coming here to actually shoot now, right?
Yeah, they are.
In the Canadian industry, and the Canadian industry is actually expanding as well. What are your thoughts? Have you ever thought of like just staying here and working here, or starting something down here?
shall I be diplomat or shall I be?
Just be honest. Be honest.
Well, we can edit it, so don't worry.
Okay, no, I just want to go wherever work takes me. It's not like staying at one place. The best part of my work is it just take me anywhere. It take me towards different part, and that's to the best and most beautiful locations I get to see through my work. So because for sure you're gonna shoot all the beautiful things, and sometimes yes, non-beautiful things too. But yeah, there isn't anything like I'm gonna stuck in here. Wheresoever I feel like response is good, public need it, and we need to show this darker or lighter side to the people, I'll go there. Yeah. So to
Well,
be very honest.
you know what? I wish you the best.
Yeah.
From all of our whole team, we wish you the best, and we hope to see you again on our set like very soon.
Sure. So am I done?
I would never cut you off like that, but there's a really mean guy behind the camera there who was kind of like telling me.
You guys have told me if I'll answer all the questions, I'll get my dick done.
That's the questions at the end at the website you have to go to. But it's been a pleasure talking to you. We will continue the conversation with you at some point again. Do follow her. Do watch her, Tania. She's beautiful. She's a good actress. Yeah,
You can join me by my Instagram too. It's Tanya's World. So yeah.
Yeah. And remember, we are on every Sunday. So I think
all our
Disha's
social
gonna
media aspects. So we're going to just go ahead, follow us on Instagram, on our YouTube, and make sure you click that bell button so you get all those notifications every Sunday whenever we have our new episodes released. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
Thank you for being with us today.
Be kind to each other.
Yeah,
Cheers.